Hey guys, it's Celestial Piper, Soldier of the Watch. I know I look like a hot mess, but I don't really care. I got different glasses on today. Yeah, just coming to you with a whole new identity. I'm painting, and I thought I would come and say hi to y'all because I haven't been on in a while. And I wanted to tell you exactly why I really haven't been on in a while is I really don't have any content to share. Yeah, there's a plenty going on in the world, but honestly, being a creative on YouTube is like anything else. Um, Sorry guys if I'm not looking right into the camera. I keep forgetting where my little thing is. Um, so because of that, it takes a lot of work. Okay. And since I've been working a lot on painting and jewelry making and things like that, also selling some used stuff of mine on Poshmark just to make a little bit extra money because, I don't have a steady income coming in being disabled. Which I did want to bring up to you guys on that as well. I do have a hearing for disability. Um, Excuse me, I've been fighting something off on the 27th. So if you guys can keep me in your thoughts and prayers, that would be awesome. I'm a nervous wreck about it. I really don't know why, but I am seeing a psychologist right now because my depression's been really bad. And so I'm she says I'm actually more anxious than I am depressed, which is funny, but you know what? She's right. I'm very high strung. The legs always going a mile a minute. I have restless leg syndrome, which is really bad, of course, at bedtime for any of you guys that deal with the same crap. I don't want to say suffer. Sometimes it feels like you're being tortured, but there's a lot things worse, I guess, than that, right? Um, but yeah, I have a hearing and I am just like freaking nervous about it. And I'm like, okay, you're not making anything right now being out of work. So what's the difference, Danielle? Go into it and be positive and say, when I win my disability, okay? I think part of it is a pride issue for me because I don't want to be on disability. I've always been independent. I've always been a hard worker. Um, this really sucks. I'm just going to be flat out honest. It sucks. Okay. And I know there are many of you out there that totally get it. Totally get it. And I bet you guys are really, really curious of what I'm painting. Okay. Well, this is what it looks like so far. So, you guys, because I love you all, get a sneak peek. Right now, I'm working on some clouds, and it is going to be a lightning storm. And I'm going to have all sorts of different clocks all on midnight in my painting. Again, messy bun all over the place, but it is supposed to be a messy bun. So anyway, back to what I was saying, not to avoid what I was talking about. Apparently the judge I have, my attorney says, is wonderful. So it's not like I'm going to have somebody really mean in there. I just know me. I'm going to cry. I am a crier. I could beat somebody up, although I'm pretty sweet, so it'd take a lot for me to beat somebody up, like hurt somebody I love. Like my Nightblade, my Phil, all you guys who I love. And forgive me if I am not saying all your names, but you know who you are. You all have been with me from the beginning, and you have no idea how grateful I am for you guys. And yeah. And Dark, if you're watching, I miss you. And I'm sorry I wasn't on. I was going through a lot of depression, and sometimes when I'm depressed, actually a lot of times when I'm depressed, I avoid people. Can anybody tell me in the comments below if they do the same thing? Yeah, it's probably a time where you really actually need to be around people, but I think a lot of people, when they're depressed, do that. I know it's absolutely insane. It's like you kind of like create your miserableness in a way or add to it. So yeah, so I'm gonna do this SSI thing. I'm gonna go for it, see what happens, and if I don't win, I don't win it. Problem is fibromyalgia, sucky as it is such an invisible disease or illness or whatever you want to call it. And so it's not really taken serious. Probably one of the reasons is there's just people out there that are addicted to pain medicines and stuff and just fake it. But there are a ton of people out there that are dealing with it every day and have lost friends. I've lost friends. And you're just not as cool anymore. Whatever. I got you guys. I got my husband. Got my son. I really am blessed. There's a lot of people with fibromyalgia that doesn't even have support like I have. My husband's absolutely wonderful. And you know, he deals with chronic pain issues himself. And he goes to work every day to support us. And I can't thank him enough just for being the wonderful man he is. But yeah. So that's what's been going on with me. I don't even know where to go on this channel. When I first started this channel, it was to be a truther, you know, to expose the lies and everything that's going on out there. And as you can see, the truther community is totally being attacked right now. We are conspiracy theorists. And then I kind of started going in another direction, you know, because I wanted to be a voice for chronic health and things like that. Shoot, I haven't even talked to my girl over in the UK in a while. That Crohn's chick, wonderful human being. I need to reach out to her and see how she's doing. I haven't even like seen any of her videos, so I probably should jump on her channel since I'm thinking about her. But I hate when I lose the train of thought. I'm losing the train of thought because I go on these little bunny trails. Anywho, I just don't know where to go. So I thought maybe I would just vlog. Hopefully I don't bore you guys to death. But, you know, I can't make videos like I did with the editing and stuff. I really just, half the time I'm not even feeling well. And when you're not feeling well, you really can't do anything. So it's a real blessing when I'm able to actually paint, which is my love. And that I can tend to do more often than anything. Jewelry is a little hard to continue to do because of my hands. So if my hands are like bothering me, then you can forget it. It's not going to happen. But the painting, the only thing that can be hard when I'm not feeling well is just sitting here long and standing too long. So, you know, fortunately, I can pretty much do both, unless I am having a day, and that's usually rainy days, where I got a wave of exhaustion for absolutely no reason at all. And that's frustrating because it's like I'm very hard on myself, and you guys know that. So I'm like, oh, poor baby, you're so exhausted, and you did nothing. It's like, I would never do that to anybody else, but me, whole different story. But when I'm having days like that, you could pretty much forget anything happening, because it's not. Dish is going to stay in the sink. The explosion of a squeaky stuffed animal all over the floor is not going to be vacuumed. Yes, I have 2 Boston Terriers, and this is pretty much a known thing for Bostons. Maybe just small dogs in general, but I've had a lot of Bostons, and they they have a what's the word I'm looking for? A vendetta or whatever to get that darn squeaky toy or squeaky thing inside those stuffed animals out. They must remove them all. Must remove them. That's they are crazy. So, needless to say, yes, it looks like one of those squeaky toys exploded all over the rug. And yeah, big hunks of stuffing. It's a massacre. So that stuff just doesn't get done, it's yeah. And I hate dirty dishes left in the sink. Dirty dishes left in the sink is like, forget it. Not even cool. So, anywho, I think I'm just gonna, for now, keep it as a vlog and talk to you guys while I'm painting or making something, and hopefully you guys will be cool with that, and I'll understand if you're bored and you're not cool with it. That's fine too. It's funny, but it seemed like my channel was growing more when I wasn't posting videos. But what are you gonna do? And I may talk about some things going on in the news and all, while I'm having a conversation with you guys. There's a lot going on. Anybody subscribe to Naughty Beaver's channel? If you're not, go check him out. You may not agree with everything that he talks about, and that's absolutely fine. I mean, come on, guys. We all can love each other and not agree on stuff. Politically, you name it. That's kind of crap that's really pissing me off right now. It's just the arguing over spiritual and religious things, and you're wrong and I'm right, and I'm tired of it, man. I am just absolutely tired of it. We just need to respect other people's opinions and beliefs. You know what they say about opinions, right? Right, Nightblade? Say that all the time. But so that's what's going on. Yeah, I'm really nervous about that thing. I know it's absolutely crazy. It's just, I'm going in there, and unfortunately, I care what people think, and that is a big downfall of mine. And so I'm going in there thinking, I'm going to be going in there thinking, oh, and that's, I got to change that. I got to transmute that. It's poopy thinking, and I don't need to be poopy thinking. I just made that up. I don't know where that came from. But yeah, no poopy thinking, no stinking thinking. Gosh, I'm saying I'm a lot. What keeps happening is I'm talking and I'm like, space brain. That's what happens with fibro. It's like you're off in a different world. Woo. But I'm just thinking that this woman's going to be like, oh, there's nothing wrong with this girl. She's over dramatic and, blah, 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 blah. And what they're looking at is like my neuropathy and stuff. And to be honest with you, I mean, unless that's what's really doing it with the fibromyalgia, I don't think the neuropathy is so much what's keeping me out of work. I mean, but then again, I mean, the neuropathy could be more than what I think it is. So maybe, I mean, they've been finding in studies that people with fibromyalgia have small fiber neuropathy like I do. So, I mean, maybe. I'm not a doctor, so I can't be sitting here trying to self-diagnose myself. But yeah, I mean, that's what I keep thinking is like, oh, she's just going to be like, she just doesn't want to work. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd be afraid to go back because you don't know how you're going to be one day to the next. That's what it was getting at when I end up getting out of work is that, you know, I was getting called in the office and because it was affecting my job. Because I felt like crap. I was in a lot of pain. I was miserable. And I'm a person that prides myself on my work and everything that I do. And it just was not, it was not going well. And, yeah. So, needless to say, I'm probably creating more anxiety for myself than necessary. And I just need to stop that, right? Go ahead, you can leave it in the comments below. Knock it off, Danielle. So, I hope you guys are cool with what I'm probably the direction I'm gonna go with this. Because I just, you know, and the other thing is my computer that I would use to edit videos. There's something wrong with it, and I can't afford to get that looked at and stuff like that. So it just is what it is, right? So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So at this painting, I really want to have a lot of blues and purples. If you haven't noticed in other stuff, I love blues and purples. Probably the most paint that I go through is black, white, blue, and purple. So here you go so far. It's my poofy clouds. Ooh. I have never done lightning before, so today is going to be the first time I ever do lightning. So this painting over here, I am, you know, you hear writer's block and stuff. I'm having like painter's block. I had to get away from it for a little bit. This sucker is, I don't know why, it's driving me nuts. I can't get the shading right. I can't. So when that happens, for any of my fellow artists out there, walk away from it. If it takes a week to get back to it, it's fine. Okay? It's not like it's a commission piece. So I'm walking away from it. I will get back to it. It will happen. I just, if I mess with it, I'm gonna, like, screw it up. So it's just best to walk away. I love this guy and his wife's channel, Raffi and Clee. Their channel's called Raffi Was Here Studios. And they have Ventures with Raffi and Clee channel too. They're just so cute and quirky and fun and very inspiring for artists. She's a, gosh, I'm telling you, I'm like promoting channels. I started to talk about Naughty earlier and I didn't finish my thoughts, so I'll get back there. Woohoo, fiber brain. But they have a really cool channel. They inspire a lot of us artists, especially newer artists or new to selling art or doing shows or anything like that. They're really good for uh, the artist community. Very inspiring. They share their experiences, and everybody's experience is different. But it's nice to hear somebody else's experience because then, you know, it just gives you something to look at. It gives you some ideas to troubleshoot or whatever it is that you need. And so I've been I've been watching a lot of their stuff, and one of the suggestions that Raffi, he's the painter, his wife's the jewelry maker, both artists. It's both an art form. Um, he says that it's good to have several different paintings going on. So when you get to a stopping point in one, you can go to the next one. And being the scatterbrain kind of person I am, it works for me. So I usually will have two or three paintings going on. The Clee, she does a lot of wire, semi-precious, and precious stones jewelry, which I think is really cool because my style isn't exactly like Raffi's, but we kind of got similar styles as far as like kind of outside the box, not completely realistic, Um, and hers is, her jewelry is wire and semi-precious and precious stones. And I do a lot with semi-precious. I like working with crystals, and I'm still learning a lot of different wire techniques and stuff like that. And that's the cool thing about an artist life is you're always learning. And so you never stop learning. It's always something else. And so it keeps it very uh, fun and interesting because there's always something you're learning about. So I like it. But that's like my ADD personality. I have to wonder how many of us artists are very ADD. But anywho, so I guess that's all. I could give you a tour of my messy studio. Um, sure, why not? And then we can get going and show you all the different projects I got going on. So, as you see behind me, right over here is my jewelry workstation, which is a little messy right now. And I got posters on the wall. When I was a cosplayer, which I can't really do anymore because of my pain issues and stuff, I won second and third place. The second place was for my Wonder Woman cosplay, which I'll have to show you pictures sometime. My Wonder Woman cosplay, I did kind of like a goddess form of Diana Prince. And then, which I'm sure is what the comic books took from. They probably took the whole goddess Diana thing. And then Charlotte Comic Con down there, the third place. That was my first time I won. And you can see I'm a messy painter. There's white paint over there. And I got that for my roller derby Harley Quinn, who is my alter ego. This is a new painting that I recently completed. It's called Earthly Entanglements. Of course, some more art on my walls that I collect at Comic Cons because I like to support my fellow artists. And over here, I'm still in the works of, I love skateboarding, but I can't really skateboard. So I have sorry guys. I have a Mars Attacks skateboard. It's super cool. Love it. I don't want to sell the board because the artwork on it's awesome. These right here are my, or I had to wrap them up and stuff because my stuff was getting damaged. Like this painting here. Oh, this is a newer one. It's called Breaking Free. But my Life is a Stage painting, besides the little scratch marks and all, it's got up here a boo-boo, and I got it fixed. So that's really upsetting, especially how long that painting took for me to do. So yeah, so this is my little studio. Oh gosh, you guys are gonna need Dramamine. So yeah, you like my apron? I am styling. Yeah, so oh, and here's my boys back here, Supernatural. Oh yeah, I'm a Dean girl, just saying. Tell me below, any of you guys Supernatural fans. If you're a Dean fan, Sam fan, Castiel, Crowley, who's not on there anymore. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this, and then we're going to get going. This is my dollhouse. Ta-da! This bathroom's a bit messy right now. Now, I'm not a fan of Ouija boards, just so you all know, nor am I a fan of tarot cards. However, I'm making a haunted house, and that's what I put in. And my lady here lost her feet because the people who packaged her up when sending her did not package her up right. And we got a skeleton down there. He's chilling out. I made that couch. So, as you can tell, I don't just stop with painting and jewelry. This is my little hobby. See? So, yeah, a lot of this stuff is made. A lot of the furniture and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, this bed. I made the bed, too. And some of it's dollar store furniture that I kind of just refurbished. I didn't, because you know me, guys. I don't like doing anything inside the box. It's got to be always outside the box. So I'm making a haunted house. It's an Allison doll house that probably would look absolutely beautiful. Oh, you know what? I didn't show you guys the front. If I had done it the way it looked on the box, but I didn't. So here's the front of it so far. I still got shingles to put up. And it didn't have enough like rooms. I wanted hallways, and it didn't have hallways, so I put these walls in. See if I can get a better angle. You can see the pictures going down that hallway. And I screwed up building